3 a.m. phone call that shook this town in Denmark. Fireman's got a brain. If they pulled together, they could save a life. Eric, a 28-year firefighter in Denmark, received a phone call on night duty 3 a.m. All of a sudden he heard a woman scream over the phone. "Help me, I cannot stand up, please." "Don't worry, ma'am," Eric replied. "We will come right away. Where are you?" "I don't know," she said shakily. "What's your address?" Eric inquired. "I don't know. I feel dizzy." "Can you tell me your name?" Eric pleaded. "I can't remember." "Why can't I remember?" "I think I was hit on the head." After that, Eric quickly called the phone company to trace the call, but they weren't able to locate an address. Eric returned to the caller and asked her, "Can you check the contacts on your phone? Maybe your number is saved." "No, there is no number saved. What am I going to do? Please come quickly," the woman said, sounding more and more desperate. The fast-thinking fireman asked her, "What do you see around you?" "I see a window in a street outside. There are street lights." "That's great. What shape are the windows?" Eric asked. "Rectangular." This narrowed the location down considerably. She lived in Old Town. "Try not to move. Keep the room light turned on. We're coming to get you." Eric heard no response other than labored breathing. Thinking fast, Eric called his captain. He requested the use of as many fire trucks as possible. "Your plan is daring, Eric," said the fire captain. "But don't give up. Saving lives is what we're here for." Moments later, 15 fire trucks were deployed across every corner of Old Town. Eric remained on the phone to the injured woman, who was at this point in desperate state. She could no longer answer, but Eric could still hear her weak breath. The moment he was waiting for came just 5 minutes later. He could hear the sirens through the telephone. He commanded each fire truck one by one to turn off their siren. He still heard the siren blaring right up until truck number 12. Truck number 12 was close to her door. He told the truck driver to turn off his siren back on and follow his instructions. But the sound could only tell that they had successfully arrived at the woman's street. They had no way of knowing which house was hers. Suddenly he had an idea to instruct the people of the street over the loudspeaker. "Please help us find a woman in desperate need of our help. We know she is on this street and is in a room with the light on. Please turn off your lights. Help us to find her." Within seconds, every light in every house was out, except for one. Incredibly, the plan had worked. The fireman broke down the door and found a woman barely breathing. Thankfully, he got her to the hospital just in time. She made a full recovery and regained her memory within 2 weeks. If you refuse to give up, you can move mountains. With compassion, persistence, and skill, we can help those, even the most impossible. The author of this post about Eric the fireman liked my comment because it's a no-brainer. A 5-year-old child knows what they're teaching is mass murder, and y'all make yourselves sick saying nothing as this continues to spread to worldwide mass murder. You could be next. Yes, sir. Digging your own graves. Anyway, I've been teaching millions of people. This all started in Toronto in 2011. And then they've been trying to teach people all over the world to do the same thing. Your tax dollars being used to teach millions of people how to kill everyone. And they're doing it. And it's just a monster who's a bully full of hot air who lives in fear of wisdom. There's nothing to fear. You phone up these people and tell them, hey, smarten up. You are also being murdered, doctors, politicians. Read the comment box for all the medical information. Hey, it's a no-brainer, because I watch y'all start shaking because you know you're being murdered, which is not the proper response. The only sane response is pick up the phone. Stop making yourselves physically and emotionally ill. Cognitive dissonance, denial that you're being mass murdered.